What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be going over how to check the cooling fans, both the radiator fan and the AC condenser fan on the 90s Accords, and pretty much any type of radiator fan, AC fan, they all work the same. So the process that I'm going to show you works on pretty much any vehicle out there. Really simple. I just have a couple wires here. I've got some clips on the end to push down, and then I have the ends here that I'm just going to connect to the battery. But I'm going to also show you a few other ways that we can check these depending on what the situation is and what the scenario is. Is your cooling fan just not kicking on? Is your AC fan not kicking on? Well, I'm going to show you how to test them and how to get them back working properly, if not having to replace the parts. Alright, so here is the AC condenser fan, and this is your radiator fan. So right here on the side of your radiator, you should be able to see this clip right here, and that connection comes apart to get the clips. Now over here, I had to pull the reservoir out for the overflow for the radiator. It just lifts right up. Here's the cap, and just leave that there. And here, I've already got this one disconnected, but this one you have to reach down to get to. So it's kind of a pain. That's why you have to remove that reservoir. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little guys here, and I'm going to slide them on. Now, it really doesn't matter which side you put them on. The connections doesn't matter. As long as you have a ground and a 12 volt, you will be able to get them connected properly. Now, if you come over here, you'll be able to see the blue and the black wire. Over here, I can't really see which wires they are, so just stick them down there. If they don't work, switch them around, try again. If nothing's happening, we know that they're bad. So, I'm going to show you. Alright, now that we have those connected there, we can come back over here to the battery. You've got your black for negative and your red for positive. So we're going to connect these to the battery, and if the fan works, then it should kick on. If it does not work, then it will not kick on. That's how we will know. And again, you can swap the wires around just to double check, but it doesn't matter which lateral you put these in, it's going to turn on, and I will show that to you as well. Alright, so now I'm going to connect the wires to the battery, and we should have power. Alright, now just to prove it to you guys that I'm not lying, I'm going to swap these around. Now I have the red wire running to blue and black to black. So now I'm going to swap them around. Alright, now I've got them swapped around, and I'm going to connect this to the battery. Alright, so now that we know that that fan works, we're going to come over here and do the same thing. We're going to connect it down here and jump it off the battery and see if we have any power to the AC condenser fan. Alright, now we have both of those connected. I'll get you all set up here, and now I'm going to connect the wires to the battery. And I have absolutely nothing at all. And I will swap the wires around here and check it again. Alright, so I swapped the wires around, and I'm still not getting any power to the fan, to the AC fan. So now what we're going to check is if I'm getting any power when I turn the auxiliary on. Okay, now we know for sure that the AC condenser fan is bad because it will not turn on under any load of direct power. So if you want to check relays, well, that's really simple. Now, this being the condenser fan, you need to turn your auxiliary power on. Actually, you need to have your motor running because it works with the AC. So you turn your AC on. Come back and check your plug. If you're not getting any 12 volt power with a multimeter, then you know you've got a problem with the connection somewhere between here and your AC unit control inside the cab. Now, what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to check the relay and also how we can check the fan, a different method. Okay, now another way that you can check this is come down here, find your thermostat housing. Find your thermostat sensor right here, pull the plug off. I've already ran it up here and jumped a wire in it. You can use a paper clip or just a wire that's small enough. Stick it in there and make sure you have a good connection. Go in and turn your auxiliary power on. You do not need to start the vehicle. Just turn it to the on position and your fan will kick on. So let me show you. Alright, now I've made sure that everything is reconnected right here. Now we're going to go flip the switch on the inside. Now, as you can see, the fan is working with the paper clip, or actually the piece of wire. You can use a paper clip, but I'm going to pull this out and you can see that it died. So that is another way that you can check your fans. So now we know that the wiring from the thermostat to the fan works. Now you can check the relays and your fuse box from there if you're still not getting anything. Alright, now say you've gone through all those methods. Your fan's working all the way around. But you turn the car on, your fan's not kicking on whenever it gets hot. Therefore, creating an overheating issue, right? So the next step is to go to your fuse box. Most of the time, these are going to be located under the hood with these types of relays, usually. In rare cases, they're sometimes under the dash or even under the passenger side, inside the doors. Kind of weird, but most of the time they're going to be under the hood, so check there first. Now if you look right here, you have the cooling fan relay and you have the power window relay. Underneath here, they're both the same style relay, so you can swap them around. If all of a sudden your fan starts working, then you know that it was the relay. Now another thing you can do, again, we're looking at power window relay. So if your windows are working, and then you swap those around, and your window's not working, well, now you know that relay is not working. So that's a simple thing to replace. They usually sell for about $15 to $25, upwards of $50 depending on how new of a vehicle you have and the style of relay. These are known to go bad, so they're pretty common, they're easy to get. Alright everybody, I hope this information helped. I showed you how to check your radiator fan, your AC condenser fan, and how to check your relays to know if they're good or bad. How to check from the thermostat back to know if your fan relay wiring is okay. Pretty simple stuff on these cars. You don't need a lot of stuff, just some wiring, a few clips, a paper clip. Swap the relays around, you can figure it out. And again, this is pretty much going to be the same on any type of vehicle. You will find matching relays in the box that you can swap around. Hopefully, none of them are detrimental for the ones that you're pulling to not start the vehicle. I know on these newer vehicles, they tend to get a little bit more advanced, but again, the same thing for checking the fans is what I just did will work on any type of vehicle. All you need is 12-volt power and some connections to get to that fan, and you will know if it works or not. So if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe. Check out my Instagram also at CB7 Media, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Again, I hope this information helped. I can't wait until the next video.